And when you hear that sound, you know you just entered into the shop. Shop Talk with Gavo. Let's see, I probably haven't done an episode since May 11th, May 12th, something to that effect. So it's been a little while. And I purposely kept myself quiet on a few different subjects just because I don't want to speak too soon. I don't want to, what's the word? I also don't want to speak too soon and sell a situation too short before we know, you know what I'm saying, details or whatever the case may be. But let's talk about what's on the docket for today. The topic of discussion is the world that we live in. Okay, so we got COVID-19, the coronavirus right now, running us down. I'm talking about running us down. Is it Jason? Is it Jason that okay, running us down like Jason with the machete. You know what I'm saying? Got COVID-19 out here. Hey, Big Rez, what's going on? Police brutality. And of course, racism, equality, looking for equality. We've had a lot of walks, marches, and just community groups trying to work together. Big Rez, I appreciate you. So I think what I want to start with first is the conversation on coronavirus. You know what I'm saying? It's the most talked about subject for the past 4 or 5 months. You feel me? So long story short, it is here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure why are we still out here in these streets acting like people not getting sick. People get like, and I'm talking about like sick. You know what I'm saying? It's just not a 2-week period. There are some people that's sitting around and have been sick for 2, 3, 4 months. You know what I'm saying? And the numbers, if you're paying attention, because I pay attention, of course, because every Sunday when I pull up the Foxy, I'm giving you these numbers. These numbers are doubling. Well, I'm sorry, they're going up by 10,000. The numbers are going up by 10,000 a week. And for some strange reason, we keep trying to risk it all, bro. Like, no, don't invite me. Don't invite me to go out of town. I'm not going. Don't invite me to the club. I'm not going. Let's see. Where else am I not going? I'm not going out the country. This is a family emergency. Shout out to my folks across the seas. Let's see. Man. I think the thing that's irking me the most right now with this COVID-19 is that it's too split. You know what I'm saying? Everything is split right now. I wish everybody was on the same page. We got some people that believe that the coronavirus is real. We got some people that believe it's non-existent. You know what I'm saying? You got some friends. I got some friends that just go here, there, everywhere. And I'm not gonna knock you. You know what I'm saying? So at this time, it's a lot of discernment that's going on. You know what I'm saying? So if you checking in, tell me some things that you aren't doing right now because of the coronavirus, and then tell me some things that you still are, or you might feel comfortable doing. I didn't go to the grocery store that much until as of recent. So just mixing in those crowds, but I wear a mask. So go ahead and drop in the comments. Do you wear a mask every day when you go out? Or do you just think, you know what I'm saying, it's not even really necessary? You know what I'm saying? Do you think it's not necessary? Let me know. Because COVID-19 is here. Now, first, of course, we had all the coronavirus jokes and black people can't get it. And this thing don't care about what age you are. It don't care about what creed you are. It don't care about your religion. Coronavirus is here and it's on our necks. It's on our ass. Excuse my language. You know what I'm saying? Coronavirus is on our ass, and I need everybody to... I just want to see everybody win, man. I just want to see everybody win. So that means being healthy, staying healthy, taking your daily vitamins, taking your Flintstone vitamins. You know what I'm saying? Baby, make sure I take my Flintstone vitamins every day. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I haven't been to any of these large group settings. You know what I'm saying? I haven't. So if you chiming in, talk to me. Let me know, what are you doing differently since the coronavirus has hit? Are you wearing a mask every day? Johnny Lumpkin, what's going on, my man? Hey, yo, BD. Hey, BD, what's going on? Shout out to Brandon Todd, owner of The Mind Clothing. He just opened his store in LaGrange, Georgia. If you could please put the address of your store in the comment section, I would really, really appreciate you. You said, you got no baby. Yeah, I got those baby shark vitamins. And shout out to my man BD. He out here flying planes, opening clothing stores and whatnot. But please make sure you check out the Mind Clothing at your earliest convenience. Perfect brand to push the culture forward. You know what I'm saying? So, also with the COVID-19, did anybody see them put a swimming pool inside of compound? Anybody seen that footage? Like, they was really dry humping. They was dry humping, wet humping. It was doing all of that at compound. And I'm trying to figure out who said this was okay. Just because the government, and then this is where I'm talking about discernment. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have to remember, at one point, you know, me personally, I wasn't considered a person. I wasn't considered a whole man. You feel me? So, and that's what came with government rules and regulations at the time. So it's not everything that the government says or does is going to be in our best interest. It might be in the best interest for the economy. You know, we got a little more money moving around, trying to stimulate the earth. You feel me? But at the same time, it's like Texas. Texas is back on. It's back on lockdown, baby. It's back on lockdown. So if you was going out there to Texas trying to find you a Meg Thee Stallion, hey, let me tell you now, she's straight, brother. She's straight. So what I need to know is, what are your thoughts right now? We're in July. What are your thoughts on the coronavirus? And then I want to tap into the police brutality, because I got a long list of our people that have, you know what I'm saying, that either lost their lives due to police brutality, and, you know, just different cases in different pockets of time that have changed us, you know what I'm saying, have made stuff even more what's the word, noticeable. It shined the light on everything. Shout out to social media. Some stuff we're trying to get desensitized to, but at the same time, I appreciate the rawness. I appreciate being able to see Kirsten, what's going on. Habitual dopeness, what's going on? What's going on? Shout out D30 Radio checking in. What's going on? I appreciate D30 Radio. So right now I'm still talking about COVID-19. You know, if I got any parents in the comments, are you sending your kids back? Now, and I understand, I've seen some say, you know, I'm gonna send my older child who's in high school back simply because they know how to gauge themselves. Then I see some other people that say, you know, I'm not gonna send my elementary school student back to school simply because they won't know how to gauge themselves or what may have you. Darren, look, I see you in here. I'm talking about coronavirus right now. You know what I'm saying? Just for a few seconds. I'm about to get to police brutality soon enough. She said, your son. Oh, I seen him. I seen him out there at that practice now. You said you like to get a good workout in. Kirsten says she is sending her son back to Hardaway High School. Let's see. Okay, and your daughter's leaving as well. Hey, congratulations to your daughter as well. Young entrepreneur, young business owner. And, you know, clearly she got the right people in her corner. You feel me? So with COVID-19, it's changed us, man. It's changed us, and it makes you think, like, a lot of the things the precautions that we're taking, we should have took already. You know, they spraying down the movie theaters after every setting. They should have been doing that. You know what I'm saying? Should have been doing that. I just want us to play it smart. That's the only thing I want. I just want us to play it smart. That's it. You feel me? And think. You know, think before we just go and do. And use some discernment. You know, if you know your homeboy, your partner, or your homegirl, whatever, was just in the club or just here and there, they're not wearing no mask. They're not using no hand sanitizer. None of that. You know what I'm saying? You might need to wait to see them. You might need to wait a few minutes before y'all start hanging out. You feel me? I'm just throwing that out there. So what I want to get to now is the police brutality. One, I'm going to play this drop for y'all real quick so y'all can, you know what I'm saying, know what time it is and know what we're listening to right now.
It's Mr. Shop Talk checking in.
Checking in.
On D30 Radio. Shop Talk will gather live Tuesdays at 7:30. Tune in for the vibes.
Of course, Mr. Shop Talk checking in. Tune in for the vibes, man. And I'm going a little early today simply because I got some other things I need to be handling later on. You know what I'm saying? But you, in the comment section, if you're tuned in right now, you tell me, when you hear police brutality, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Because I think we get racism and police brutality somewhat, it's like a thin line, simply because it's a lot, you know, it can be races that are police officers. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think it's just only white police officers that abuse and take advantage of black people. You know what I'm saying? I think it's also some of them good old boys. You know what I'm saying? That overstep boundaries. That's just trying to be included. That's just trying to, play the game, stay a part of the game. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? Making it home safe. Okay, hey, Jaquez, what's going on, bro? What's going on? Abuse of power, making it home safe. Okay, so, and y'all keep it coming. So when I say police brutality, what's coming to mind? Is there any names that come to mind? Maybe George Floyd, maybe O'Shea Terry, maybe Philando Castile, maybe Walter Scott, maybe Eric Garner, maybe Oscar Grant, Sean Bell, Rodney King. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, some of those names like sit on they're like in those names, those situations, the stories, those real stories, they sit on my brain, and it's just like, it makes me sad. It makes me, it makes me, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I don't even want to go outside. I don't even want to go down the street, just because I feel like if I'm going in a certain direction and I feel like I may encounter the police, I make a conscious effort to go either the opposite direction, or I just play it cool, man. I stay at the crib. I don't even leave out the house after a certain time no more, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So, how do you all feel about the current state of police brutality that we are in? Whether you've experienced it yourself, whether it's a family member that has experienced it. I like what I have seen come from it, as far as the sense of community that we're building amongst each other. We're building a real great sense of community. I've seen especially across the nation and local, and I'm talking about America and across these seas, across this water. There's been walks, there's been protests, there's been marches. You know what I'm saying? There's been gatherings, speaking events, even in the midst of coronavirus. I've seen a lot of people, wearing their masks and facilitating still, but I'm loving the togetherness. I personally wasn't able to make it to the 100 Men in Suits march / walk. But definitely shout out to everybody that put that together. Shout out to my man Delonte Taylor. Shout out to Miss Angel. Then we had the 100 Women in Suits march. And I mean, like I said, I'm loving the sense of community, man. If you think, and this is me speaking on the local level right this second. If you think that there's nobody that cares about our people in the city of Columbus, Georgia, you're sadly mistaken. There are a lot of moving fixtures here. Inside the police system, outside the police system, that care and that are, trying to do their part. So talk to me about what you thinking and how you feeling about the current state that we're in as far as with this police brutality, man. It's getting hectic out here. It's really getting hectic out here. Let's see. Johnny says absolute abuse of power. Okay, so please, yeah, it's definitely abuse of power. I shared a post that I made today, and I think I made this last year. I'm sorry, in 2016. This was around the time, if I'm correct, this was around the time of the Philando Castile. Yes, the Philando Castile situation, and I wrote a post saying that the murderers are supposed to be in jail, under the jail, but not behind a badge. You know what I'm saying? But not behind a badge. And a lot of these cases, man, it's a spit in the face. And then some people are like, oh, these people are animals. They're rioting. They're all different types of stuff, all different types of names. People were getting called, but once you poke the bear so many times, you poke the bear so many times, what do you expect? An action gets a reaction. You know what I'm saying? And some people are going to be angry. Do I agree with all the rioting and the looting? No, I do not agree with it. Does it make sense? Do I feel like the chain of events that led up to it caused that? Yes, of course. You'd be a fool not to think that. You know what I'm saying? You'd be a fool. And even some of these, multi-million dollar companies, some of them like, it's okay. You're angry. I get it. I understand. I can build 3-4 more Targets if necessary. You know what I'm saying? I can build 3-4 more Wendy's if necessary. Now, what I want is for us to continue with this togetherness that I've been seeing. I want us to keep this sense of unity, man. Because I feel like it's like sometimes until something happens, until something hits the fan, the next man's the enemy. The next man's my competition. Even still, competition's gonna be competition, but at the same time, we have to still have a sense of community for either our people or all people. You know what I'm saying? So, and I don't like this argument that's been going on with, all lives matter versus Black Lives Matter and all this. I mean, it's of course there's going to be something set to downplay what has taken place since land before time, and so let's talk about the idea of what white privilege. The idea of white privilege, you know what I'm saying? If you're not in the know, if you're not in the know, if you can't see what countless years of oppression has done to your family in whatever pocket of time, it's not gonna be relevant to you. It's not gonna sit, and it's not gonna click. You know what I'm saying? Now we have some people out there, I don't mind the people from different creeds and different areas standing up for the Black Lives Matter movement. I support the Black Lives Matter movement. Clearly, I'm a black man, and I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to survive. Every day when I leave the house, I want to make sure that I can come back home to my family. You feel me? And some days it's scary. Some days, the lady might be a little too worried than I would like. But I understand that it's necessary. So with what's going on, we're getting small nuggets of things to appease us. They're taking down certain monuments. They're changing certain flags. What is going to make you, if you specifically are listening, what's going to make you feel good? What's going to make you feel like change is being done? You know what I'm saying? Because I've heard some people say, these people are born, some people are born in this fashion. They're born like this. So with what we're trying to get with the equality, what we're trying to get with the end of the police brutality, what do you need to see, and what kind of receipts do you need in order for you to feel like something was done about it? Because like Shannon Sharp was speaking on, I guess the NBA's trying to put quotes on the back of jerseys for like social injustice and different stuff like that. That's just, I feel like you're patronizing us at this point. You know what I mean? Any major league, almost, the NFL, NBA, of course, we know it's a predominantly black league. It's a predominantly black league on the field or on the court. You know what I'm saying? Now, in those higher up positions, that's a different story. I can't answer that question. You know what I'm saying? But you can't be the you can't be an NFL commissioner, NBA commissioner, and not stand with the Black Lives Matter movement. You know what I'm saying? You can't be in these high seats at these colleges and not expect for your black players to feel some type of way if they don't see their school standing up for something. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to push against the grain. Sometimes you got to push against the grain. Now, I want to know, what have you done recently? Have you been to any of these walks? Have you been to any of these marches? Are you pouring into anybody? Anytime I can talk to the children, man, I like to pour into them like, bro, little sis, play it smart. Play it smart. They don't want, like DJ Khaled always talking about, they don't want to see you, at the top of the totem pole. They don't want to see you there, but you got to make sure that you get there on your own. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. I got a few more things I want to cover as far as police brutality. Ahmaud Arbery was killed in February when white ex-police officer Greg McMichael and his son Travis pursued Arbery after spotting him running in their neighborhood, a neighborhood that he lived in. The father said break-ins More than 2 months passed before arrests were made in Aubrey's death. More than 2 months. More than 2 months. You know how long it took for that footage to even make it out? They hunted him. We got to literally watch them hunt this man. May his soul rest in peace. I pray that he gets his justice. I pray that his family finds some type of peace. But you know, I want you to share your thoughts on that. I want you to share your thoughts. Now let's talk about Tamir Rice was shot and killed by white Cleveland police officer Timothy Loheman. Loheman in 2014. Tamir Rice was age 12. He was playing with a pellet gun. Cleveland police officer He was fired in 2017 once it was revealed that he was deemed unfit for duty in a previous police job. So this man was already deemed unfit prior to him getting that specific position, and then you fire at a 12-year-old. Dude was 12, bro. He was 12. I don't get it. Okay, now this case, we have not seen anybody come forward. I have not seen anybody being pressed with charges. I haven't seen any type of anything for this family. Breonna Taylor, okay? Breonna Taylor was in bed when she was shot by Louisville detectives serving a no-knock warrant in her home, okay? This was in March. No drugs were found in her apartment. The police department's use of no-knock warrants has since been suspended indefinitely. They were in the wrong house. By the time they realized they were in the wrong house, she was already dead. And we're still looking for justice for that. Still looking for justice. So I'm praying for everybody. I need everybody to stay safe, but I wanted to discuss the world we live in and make it plain. It's not all peaches and cream, no, and it's not all bad either. You know what I'm saying? There's still opportunity here. There's still opportunity for you to make change. There's still opportunity for me to make change on a personal and on a grand level. You know what I'm saying? So I want to know, what type of plan do you have, or what do you plan to do moving forward as far as helping push this culture forward? Everybody needs to pick you need to pick a side. You can't sit in the middle. You got to pick a side. I'm telling you straight up. This is real. This is legit. You have to pick a side. Like, and you know, you can't be mad at, you know, this person or that person. I think it's creating a even larger divide than we thought. You know what I'm saying? With the Black Lives Matter, and then all lives matter, and these folks in these comments. Some people getting fired from work. Some people are afraid to go to work. You know what I'm saying? Because they speaking out the side of their neck, man. But the only thing I ask is that everybody be safe and play it smart. Because the world we live in, I think the world's on fire right now. It's on fire. I'm not gonna say it's burning down, but it's definitely on fire. From the coronavirus to a few different things. And it's like I seen something the other day about a new possible H1N1, a new swine flu possibly springing out. Then we had killer mosquitoes for a hot second. I mean, we had a whole
like Jumanji,
indefinitely. Shout out my man. Of course, I got GSV, my man Gumbo Sampson on the visuals back there. But yeah, we've been in a real life, and we see all the memes. We've been in a real life Jumanji game, bro. And I'm like, everybody just trying to roll the dice. I'm not rolling the dice. I'm gonna play it smart. I'm gonna be in my pocket doing me. Now, I also want to speak on this. What's the word? This ridiculous use of gun violence as of this past weekend. How many? I can name 4 different shootings in the city of Columbus. I can name about 3 to 4 in Atlanta. I believe over the weekend, Chicago had about 64 people shot, or 64 shootings, I believe. And sometimes it's the summertime. Stuff like this does normally. I mean, we gonna talk about it. You know, stuff like this does normally happen. Brains get to boiling. You know what I'm saying? Folks sitting around, not with much to do. And the idle mind is definitely the devil's playground. But I mean, we have to want to see each other live, man. I don't want to take anybody's life, me personally. And I'm not saying that I can't kill if or won't kill if necessary, but I don't personally want to have to take anybody's life. I want to see everybody live a full life, and it's like the love is gone. And in certain areas, man, if you see three, like Meek said, man, if you see 4 or 5 people get killed in a week, wouldn't you carry a gun? And I think it does start from the sense of community. And it feels like, I mean, sometimes folk, you know, teenagers, even kids, man, they shooting at each other. They feel alone. They don't feel like there's anybody there to help, to, you know, to speak to make them feel safe. You know what I mean? And I can't support it, but I can tell you what I am gonna do. I'm gonna get my license to carry. I'm gonna get me a few firearms. You know what I'm saying? Just for safety precautions. You know what I'm saying? I'm not out here trying to kill. I'm out here trying to protect. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely gonna protect mine. But this gun violence, and it's like, I'm gonna say it's like that every 4th of July, man. But we know we like to sneak in gunshots in between the fireworks. We knew that. We already knew that before we popped out. You know what I'm saying? But let's pray for the world. Let's pray for the world. You know what I'm saying? Let's pray for togetherness and honesty. I like this time period of showing true colors, because you get to see what side these people, whoever is on. You know, it doesn't even matter, man. You know, people can be racist against their own race. People can oppress their own people. You feel me? But we have to pick a side, and we gotta pick a direction. You know what I'm saying? We gotta pick a side, pick a direction, and see what we're going to do and where we're gonna take this, man. But I think that's it for me today. I'm probably about to start a series soon. It's been weighing on me. I'm gonna start a new series, because with everything that's going on, man, it's just getting too wild. It's getting too wild. Okay, and all right, just for a little, you know, kicks and giggles. Did y'all see what August Alsina said? Y'all seen that about him and Jada? I'm not gonna lie to you. I couldn't have no open marriage. No, you can't be on the other side of the house with no man, because nope, I ain't going for it. And I know my lady ain't going for it. She not gonna have. Nah, she ain't going for it. We ain't no sharing around here, bitch. Ain't no sharing. But that definitely should have stayed in house. So if you was tuned into that conversation on my timeline, that definitely should have stayed in house. With August and Jada. But it's like, in a time like this, that was clickbait. That was clickbait. August trying to get some sales or whatever, but that was clickbait. But coming back down the timeline, coming back down the line, COVID-19 is real. Understand that. COVID-19 is real. Wear a mask. 6 feet. You know what I'm saying? If you traveling, and I think it's disrespectful, bro. I think it's disrespectful to know that you may have been in a place to possibly get COVID, or was exposed, you know, and don't say or do anything about it. I find it disrespectful. I feel as though if you do that and you're around me, you don't care about my life and everybody else's life that's affected therein. You know what I'm saying? So please be mindful of your choices right now. People, don't be upset with your friends. If your friends is telling you, I'm straight, I'll catch up with you later, just respect it and move on. Okay? This police brutality, we gotta make sure that we make it plain how we feel. Make it plain and put it on display. I don't think, we shouldn't be able, we don't need to hide nobody. We don't need to hide nobody. We don't need to coddle nobody. If you did the deed, they need to roast. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna make that plain. But what I'm not gonna say is all police officers are bad. I don't agree with that. Do I personally like the police? I'm not against the police. There's a lot of respectable police officers in different pockets that I know, from the sheriff department, to, you know what I'm saying, just to the regular, you know, street cops that, you know, pull you over, you know, motorcycles, all that stuff. I know a lot of different police officers, and many of them are respectable people and that care about our people. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the police officers that's holding their counterparts accountable. We appreciate you. We thank you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. So what else is there? Equality. Okay, well, as far as the equality, this is 2020. Don't let nobody play you. Call it out. That like my whole thing is you're not gonna flat out what's the word? You're not going to flat out disrespect me or think you're gonna hold me back just due to the color of my skin, and you think I'm not gonna call you out on it. Especially if if you're qualified, especially if you're more qualified than the next person. If we just talking about jobs or anything like that, you know what I'm saying? Call it out. Let it be known. Put it on display. That's what we doing all 2020. I'm putting it on display. And before I get out of here, what I want to say is, do not let these simple people, and I'm not talking about nobody specific. It's everybody in their own pockets. Do not let these simple people trick you out of your position. If you're living right now, if you're good, you're thriving, you're moving forward, be thankful. Stay there. Stay in that pocket. But me personally, I mean, bro, if anybody was trying to dry hate, anybody was trying to throw any salt or anything like that, I wouldn't see it. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. So this is definitely not the time to be picking no fights with people, having no beef or anything like that, man. I just want to enjoy life, man. That's all I got time for. I'm just trying to enjoy life and build this empire. You know what I'm saying? Me and Little baby, we working on an empire. You know what I'm saying? What's up, boo? You know what I'm saying? We working on an empire, man. But I think this is it for me right here. This is it. So if you want to hear more from me, you know what I'm saying? Of course, stay tuned to Shop Talk with Gabo podcast. Also, you can tune in to Foxy 105 over the weekend and check in with your boy. You know what I'm saying? This is Shop Talk. This is me. This is me. You feel me? And then me at Foxy is in the shop. So you can step in the shop, or you can just pull up to the shop. Either or. But y'all stay locked in, man. I got a lot more coming up for you. All right, that's just radio training. I'm sorry. That was just radio training. I shouldn't have did that. All right, but I'm about to get up out of here. So let me play this, because you already know how it go. Y'all take it easy, man. Tell me how I did or what you think in the comment section. If there's anything else that you want to talk about, and there's any topic that you think I need to cover, get at me. Let's discuss. I'm not doing any in-person interviews right now because of the COVID-19. Not doing any. We might be able to call in, we can work something out, but until this is up, it's too much. It's too risky. It's too risky. So that's just what it is. Y'all stay locked in. Catch up with me. I'm gonna drop the links in the comment section. Y'all peace out. All right. It's your boy Gabo.